120 nights, 1 scatter, 1 truth. Worse seeing means fewer exposures. Night 53 delivered the clearest sky of the whole run, seeing near 1.13 arcseconds, and the telescope banked 46 exposures, the most of any night logged. Now every color, every spine, every grid line on this chart came from one Python dictionary, set once with rcParams, update before a single point got plotted. Change that dict, and every chart in this course changes right along with it. Type 5 keyword arguments per chart, every chart for an entire course. And typos creep in. One chart gets a slightly different gray, another one just forgets the grid. Call rcParams, update once before you plot anything, and every figure after that inherits it, same background, same spine color, same font size, no repetition, no drift. It's the difference between hand-tuning every night's chart and deciding your house style exactly once, then trusting Python to keep it consistent for all 120 nights. Nights 9 through 16, raw seeing swinging from 2.01 to 2.78 arcseconds, exposures dropping from 28 down to as low as 17 on the haziest of these nights. Group all 120 nights into a histogram of seeing, and the shape tells the real story. But only once you pick a sane bin count. Watch it sweep from 4 coarse buckets to 40 overcrowded ones, before settling at 14, still no theme applied yet. That comes next. 5 lines and Matplotlib remembers your whole look. House style is nothing but a dictionary, a dark face color, a whisper of grid, 1 font size handed to rcParams, update before the first figure even gets built. From this line forward, PLT subplots inherits it automatically. No seaborn, no external theme package, no repeating 5 keyword arguments on every single chart you draw for the rest of the course. Set lines, line width once in rcParams, and it doesn't just change the line you're about to draw, it changes every line Matplotlib draws until you set it back. Watch the raw seeing trace and its 5-night rolling average fatten together, too thin at 0.6 of a point to read, an ugly 5 at the other extreme, settling at a crisp 2. Neither line got its own line width argument in the code. Notice that. The dict did the work for both of them. Font size in rcParams isn't just body text. It's the title, both axis labels, every tick number, all inheriting from the same rcParam unless you override them one by one. Push it to 7 and the filter names on this bar chart shrink into a smear. Push it to 30 and the labels collide, crowding the hours they're meant to explain. 14, though, keeps every number legible without the text eating the chart it's supposed to describe. Same idea, different key. Grid alpha in rcParams turns grid lines on or off for every axis you create next, not just this one scatter of exposures against seeing. Near 0, the grid disappears completely. Push past 0.9 and it starts fighting the data for your attention. Observatory house style settles at 0.18. Present enough to help you read a value, quiet enough to stay out of the way of a negative relationship you can already see. Worse seeing, fewer exposures. Same 120 nights, same line, 2 completely different rcParam states. On the left, Matplotlib's out-of-the-box defaults, reset with rcParams default, plain axes, a stock blue line. On the right, the observatory's house style, 1 dict of 9 keys, applied with rcParams, update before the first point even gets drawn. Nothing about the data changed here. Every difference you're looking at came from rcParams, and every future chart in this course inherits it automatically. Grid or bare, warm amber or cool blue, 4 honest variations on the same seeing trace, none of them wrong. Toggle axes grid through rcParams, and the reference lines appear or vanish for every chart, not just this one. Swap the line color and the trend reads identically in all 4. Worst night 3.15 arcseconds, best night 0.6. Taste lives in the dict. The data really doesn't care which one you pick.